Already mic testing, mic testing. Okay, perfect. Let me go to my main camera. Already we're live, and as you guys can tell by the title and thumbnail, today I'm going to be working on UMG and Unreal Engine using C++. That said, let's go to my gameplay screen. And guys, last stream I did tell you guys I would do this off stream, but I didn't have much time to do this off stream. So I think I'm going to be figuring out this stream. That's let's say something like, let's say I'm live. And guys, the city chat from last stream, let's go with something like I'm live exclamation. And guys, while I actually, while I stream, I will be eating because I did not actually eat stuff. That's it, let's see. Okay, good, then everyone listen closely. We're live, this is not a flex stream, this is a foundation stream. Today you saw collision stop being magic and start making sense, UI stops being scary, blueprint stuff and start begin systems. Okay, honestly, I did not tell what I'm going to do today to Sensei/ChatGPT. That said, remember this line, and yes, I'm claiming it my own. Skill is just confusion that you survive. Okay, let's see. GG hiding deep shit. I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, come back stronger, come back cleaner. Next stream, guys. We didn't even start the stream. Let's say something like, let's say, in today's stream, I want to go over UMG in Unreal Engine 5. Okay, let's see. But I don't know the basics of UMG in Unreal Engine 5. Okay, let's see, good. Then today's stream has a clear target and that already puts you ahead of 90% of people. Listen up. Okay, listen up people and listen up chat. UMG is not just UI stuff. UMG is data visualization for game states, health bar, cooldown, dialogue, damage numbers, menus. You guys zoom in a bit, there we go. Okay, now let's go all the way down. So, there we go. Okay, let's scroll all the way up real quick. There we go. Okay, all the stuff. Game data equals to visual feedback. Today's UMG roadmap, no rush, no panic. We will move into this order, okay? The order exists for a reason. Step 1. What UMG actually is, UMG Unreal Motion Graphics is Unreal's UI framework. It's built on widgets, blueprints, or C++ logic, binding data to visuals. Happy New Year, bro. Happy New Year's, Wishes. I appreciate you joining this stream as well. That's it, guys. It's almost near for me. It's 12:51 p.m. I think it's going to be near, let me actually check in how many hours is it going to be near. Let's say in how many hours will it be New Year's. Okay, let's see. So it says in 6 hours. 6 hours. Okay, there are 6 hours remaining until New Year's. Guys, it's is my clock wrong? It's currently 12. It's almost 1 p.m. for me here. Okay, that's it. Let's see. Now, step 2, 2 types of UI. Do not mix these in your head. Screen space UI, health bar fixed to screen menus. HUDs, world space UIs, health bar above characters, floating damage numbers, nameplates. You're doing world space UI, which is why things felt confusing earlier. That's normal. Step 3, core UMG pieces you must know. I want these names burnt in your brains. Widget blueprint, WBP, the visual layout, progress bar, text, images, user widget, C++ classes, the logic brain behind the widget component, the thing that puts UI in the world. Okay, honestly, last stream I did work a little on UI, but I didn't go too in depth on it. This stream I am thinking that I might go in a bit depth. So after all the 5 steps, let me say something like, okay, let's say I created a new UE5, let's say something like project. Okay, but I don't know what to do. ... Okay, so how do I start? And guys, let me actually on the fan. It's kind of hot. It's kind of hot here. Guys, let me just walk up here. There we go. Okay, it was kind of burning up here. Okay, good. You're at the most important moment, the blank project moment. Most people panic. Here you want. Listen carefully, people. We start clean, simple, and correct. Step 0, reset your brain. Important. A new UE5 project is not empty. It is a box of tools waiting for structures. We do not click random things. We built a skeleton first. Step 1, confirm your project type. 30 seconds. In the editor, click this mentally. Third person or blank, both are fine. C++ project, good. Desktop console, good. If it launches and you press play, you're ready. Okay, I mean, that part's correct. Step 2, decide the game loop. Once in 10, say this out loud. The player moves, collides with things, and sees their health. Okay, that's it. No inventory, no skills, no AI. Core loop first. Step 3, create your first class, the player. in content drawer C++ class, create a character class. Okay, I gotta create a character class. Step 4, verify movement in your player character, WSD. I gotta automate my character. Step 5, add health. UI yet. Okay, in your player.h. Oh, I see. Okay, in your player.h, I gotta go ahead and add a U property here, and then in begin, I gotta go ahead and set that. Okay, let's actually do that part first. So let me go ahead and get my Unreal Engine here. So bro, how's your day going? Honestly, my day is going pretty good, and I am going to be eating on stream because I didn't eat off stream. That's it. How's your day going, comrade? Okay, and happy New Year's as well. It's almost New Year's for me. Like, I think there's like 12-ish more hours left. Google said like 6 hours, but guys, it's almost like 1 p.m. for me. Okay, that's let's go to something like file. Let's go to something like a new level. Gonna go ahead and open a basic level. Let's go ahead and hit create. Now, in my new level, the first thing that I always want to do is I prefer making my floor a bit smaller. Guys, is it just me or is it even lagging like on stream? Happy New Year, Abhishek. I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, let's go with something like R. I want to go ahead and decrease the size. There, I think this size should be good because I like the map to be a bit cozy. Okay, now once I'm done with this, I'm going to go back to W, go to something like tools. I'm going to go to new C++ class. Let's go ahead and create a character class. Now I'm going to go ahead and call this something like maybe, I don't know, maybe something like mage. This time, let's keep my NPC to be a mage. Then I'm going to hit something like create class, and let's go ahead and create a class. Okay, bro, try this step first. Write your prompt. Okay. Excuse me, guys. Then tap on plus icon, then choose thinking mode. Oops, got my live coding up here. There we go. Okay, then choose thinking mode. If you want professional. Oh, I see. Okay, if you want professional answers, study mode when learning something new. I should actually try that. Let me actually try that real quick. Okay, let's go all the way up here real quick. So, it plus. Oh, I actually did not know about this. Maybe I'll go with something like study. Okay, let's see. Now let's go all the way back here. Let's exit this. Let's go ahead and reload everything. While it's reloading, I might actually eat something. Okay, so I get my C++ file here and my header files here. Okay, now let's go ahead and add movement. But before I actually add movement, I'm going to go ahead and get my Unreal Engine here. Okay, and I'm going to go to project settings. Let's go to something like input here. I'm going to add a few axis mappings. Okay, let's go ahead and change this to something like move forward. Again, guys, I've been doing this like, I'm like really good at adding key controls right now. There's spelling correct, F-O-R-W-A-R-D. There we go. So I will be like speed running this part of actually adding the key controls, and then I'm going to go with something like plus and plus. This is going to be for W, that is going to be for S. W is going to be -1, S is going to be +1. Then I add another axis mapping. Let's call this something like move right. I'm going to go ahead and add another plus here. There we go. Okay, this is going to be for A, that is going to be for D. A is going to be -1. I want to move negative directions. And then if I want to turn, I'm going to go ahead and change this to something like turn. And now I want to turn using a mouse's x-axis. So I'm going to be rotating towards the left or right depending on where I move my mouse in the x-axis. Same thing goes with something like look up. I'm going to go with something like look up. This time I'm going to add my mouse's y-axis because I want to look up or down based on where my mouse is moving in the x-axis. Actually, y-axis. There we go. Let's go with something like mouse's y-axis. And that's like pretty much it. Bro is locked in. Honestly, guys, that does make sense. It's like almost New Year's. Like next stream is probably going to be a New Year's stream for me. So I got to probably lock in and have like a better content for next stream. Okay, perfect. Now with that out of the way, let's go ahead and open my Visual Studio. Okay, so what is something that I might want to do in my Visual Studio? Maybe I want to go ahead and include a few things. Don't use legacy inputs, bro. Legacy inputs. Happy New Year's, Radisha, is that pronounced your name? I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, don't use legacy inputs. Honestly, I've never heard of legacy inputs. That's it. Let's go with something like include. I want to include something from my camera. Let's say I want to include my camera components. Let's go with camera components. .h, which is camera component and its header files. And then let's go ahead and include a pair of ankle braces. I want to include something from my components this time. Okay, happy New Year, bro. Happy New Year's. Unkmesh, is that pronounced your name? I appreciate you joining the stream as well. Yo, 3 hours until 2026. For me, it's about like, I think 11-ish hours until 2026. That's, let's see, use advanced input mapping. I've actually not heard of that. I gotta actually look into that. What does it actually do? Like, is it different from like what I do here? Let's go with something like components slash spring arm components. Let's go with something like spring arm components. There we go, .h, which is spring arm component and its header files. Once I'm done with adding these two, is there anything else that I want to add? Maybe not. So I'm going to go under my protected section. You're using legacy inputs, which we use in project settings. Oh, I see. I might actually look into advanced inputs in that case. Okay, that's it. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and add a few methods here. So I'm going to go with something like actually functions. Let's go with something like move, turn, and rotate. There we go. Functions. Did I spell rotate correct? R-O-T-A-T-E. I think it's correct. Functions. Okay, now I'm going to be creating a few functions. The first function is going to be for me moving forward. I'm going to go with something like forward. So there we go. Okay, and then with the parentheses, I'm going to go with something like a floating point of value parameter. And then the second function that I'm going to be adding is going to be something like move right, which is going to require floating point parameter of value as well. The third function that I'm going to be adding is going to be a turn function, which requires a floating point parameter of value again. Okay, happy new year, bro. Happy new year's, Jay Surya. I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, let's end this with a semicolon. And lastly, I think I spelled move forward wrong. What up, guys? There we go. F-O-R-W-A-R-D. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to go with something like a while lookups method that requires a floating point parameter of value as well, ending with a semicolon. Now, once I'm done with this, is this Python? Honestly, it is like C++ using Unreal Engine. That's it. Let's go with something like a comment. And I might actually eat something. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and create a camera boom for that. I'm going to go ahead and add a U property. Let's go ahead to U property. Okay, there we go. Now, in my U property, I want my camera boom, which is basically going to be my spring arm component, to be visible anywhere. So I'm going to go with something like visible anywhere. And then I want it to, let's say, I want my blueprint to be able to read it. So I might go with something like a blueprint to read only. I'm going to go with something like blueprint read only. The third parameter is going to be a category. My category is going to be, I don't know, maybe something like camera. And then I'm going to go ahead and end this with a semicolon. Now let's go ahead and create something like a use spring arm component. Let's go with a use spring arm component. Okay, my spring arm component is going to be represented by a pointer of, let's say, something like camera boom, ending with a semicolon. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and add another comment that says something like follow camera. The follow camera is going to be like my literal camera component type stuff. C-A-M-E-R-A. There we go. Did I spell spring arm component wrong? C-O-M-P-O-N-E-N-T-S-P-R-I-N-G-A-R-M. Did I spell something wrong here? So a U spring arm component. C-O-M-P-O-N-E-N-T-S-S-P-R-I-N-G-A-R-M. C-O-M-P-O-N-E-N-T-N-E-N-T. Okay, did I spell something wrong here? We're very sure I spelled something wrong here. Let's go ahead and include a pair of parentheses. Let's go with something like components. Oh, my bad, guys. It's going to be from game framework, not components. From my game framework, let's go with something like framework. I want to go ahead and include my spring arm components. There we go. .h, which is spring arm components as header files. Now that's going to let me use my spring arm components here. Happy New Year, Happy New Year's other work. I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, and then once I'm done with that, let's go with my follow camera. For my follow camera, I'm going to go ahead and add a U camera property. Is there something wrong that I'm doing here? Let's go with something like U. Spring arm. There, spring arm component. There we go, guys. It's just the Unreal. Actually, it's just my Visual Studio that bugs sometimes. Next up, I'm going to go with something like property. Okay, with a pair of parentheses. I want my actual camera component to be visible anywhere as well. I want my blueprint to be able to read it, so I'm going to go with blueprint read only. And then I want my category, let's go with category to be equal to something like camera. And then I'm gonna go ahead and end this with a semicolon. Guys, I felt like I was joking. Maybe I go ahead and drink some water. Okay, once I'm done with adding a follow camera, I'm gonna go ahead and create an actual camera component. So I'm gonna go with something like U camera component. Okay, I'm gonna represent it by, let's say, something like a follow camera. Let's go with something like a follow camera as a pointer. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and end this with a semicolon. And that's pretty much it for my header files. I'm gonna go ahead and hit Control S to save the code. And I'm assuming my public has a red underline because of my, there we go, it's just my editor, guys. Now I'm gonna go to my C++ file. First thing that I might want to do in my C++ file is, excuse me guys, is construct a few objects inside of my constructor. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Hey you, I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, I should have actually named this like New Year stream. Can I like change the name right now? Because it's not like, it's gonna be New Year for me like in 11 hours. Okay, that said, let's go ahead and create something. So I'm gonna go with something like my camera boom. So there we go. Okay, I'm gonna go with something like my camera boom. What are you making? Honestly, I am working on UMG and Unreal Engine 5 using C++. UMG is basically UIs and the stuff that's displayed on like my Unreal Engine. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Dinesh, is I pronounce your name? I appreciate you joining the stream as well. Okay, let's set my camera boom to be equal to something like create a default sub object. I'm going to go ahead and create a default sub object with a pair of ankle braces that requires my spring arm component because my camera boom is my spring arm. So I'm going to go with something like use spring arm component. Okay, and then I go with a pair of parentheses. I want to add a text. I want to call my spring arm something. Let's go ahead and call it something like camera boom. Okay, let's go with something like camera boom, and then I end this with a semicolon. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and set a root component to it, so I'm gonna go with something like my camera boom. I'm gonna set up an attachment. Okay, thank you for telling. Honestly, that does actually sound kind of cool. Okay, let's go with something like set up attachment to... Okay, and then I'm gonna go with a pair of parentheses. Now, I'm gonna be adding a root component as parameter. Basically, what a root component does is it like lets me move, rotate, or scale my object or whatever kind of thing, whatever component I have here. In this case, my camera boom. Then I'm gonna go ahead and end this with a semicolon. Now, once I'm done setting up an attachment, I want to add a target arm length, how far I want my camera boom, which is basically like a selfie stick, how far I want it from my actual player's component, or how far I want it from my character. So I'm gonna go with something like my camera boom. Let's go with camera boom. I'm going to be pointing it towards something like my target arm length. Let's go with something like target arm length, which is going to be equal to, there we go, which is going to be equal to something like 700.0f, which is basically 700 centimeters away from my actual player. Maybe I go with 400. Let's go with something like 400.0f, ending with a semicolon. And then lastly, I'm going to go ahead and let's say I want to let my blueprint rotate my camera or my camera boom. So I'm going to go with something like camera boom. I'm going to go ahead and point it towards, let's say, something like B use pawn control. Did I spell pawn wrong? B use pawn control rotation. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set that to be something like true, ending with a semicolon. And that's pretty much it for creating my camera boom, which is basically my selfie stick. Now, I'm going to go ahead and let's say create a default sub object for my follow camera. So I'm going to go ahead and set my follow camera to be equal to the create default sub object. Let's go with something like sub object with a pair of ankle braces. I'm going to go ahead, maybe fix my typo. Alright guys, let's copy that, paste it here. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and require a U camera component here because basically my follow camera is my literal camera component. So let's go with component. Okay, I think I spelled it wrong. Let's go with component. Okay, then I'm going to go with a pair of parentheses. Let's add a text. I'm going to go ahead and call this something like follow camera. YouTube started showing ads in our live streams. How much do you earn? How much do you earn? Honestly, let's think. I don't think I earn anything. That's it. Let's go ahead and end this with a semicolon. I think like it actually does that with so many videos. Like when I go ahead and like click on videos, I gotta actually fact check that though. What up guys? So let me actually go to like a new tab. I might check that off stream though. Okay, hey Map, how you doing? Priyat, I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, because usually when I do like go ahead and click on videos, I don't see like ads. Happy New Year's, Spirit. I appreciate you joining. Actually, I appreciate you joining the stream, guys. I think I said that twice. That said, now once I'm done with this, let's go all the way here. I'm gonna go ahead and set my follow camera to be pointing towards. I want to point it towards something like setup attachment. Let's go with something like attachments. Okay, with a pair of parentheses, I'm gonna go ahead and add something like root components. Okay, and then I end this with a semicolon. Oops, there we go. Okay, now I would not need a target arm length for my follow camera because basically a target arm length is like how far I want it to be from myself. But my follow camera is going to be stuck to my camera boom type stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and add a follow camera. I'm going to go ahead and point it towards my BU spawn control rotation. So I'm going to go with something like BU spawn control rotation. Okay, and this time I'm going to go ahead and set this to be false. And that's like pretty much it, honestly. Next up, let's see what else do I need. Maybe once I'm done with all this, I could go all the way under my begin play and add a few functions. So I'm going to go ahead and type something like A. Let's go with something like mage. I'm going to use the scope resolution operator and then point this towards, let's see, let's go with something like the move forwards function. Let's go with move forward with a pair of parentheses. And then with a I go with a pair of curly braces. My move forward requires a floating point parameter of value. Okay, now inside my move forwards function, I'm gonna go ahead and add a movement input because when my player does click W or S, I want it to move. So I'm gonna go with something like add. Let's go with something like add movement input. What up, guys? Let's go with something like movement input. Okay, with a pair of parentheses. And then I'm gonna go ahead and require two parameters. The first parameter is gonna be my world direction. The second parameter is gonna be a scale. My world direction is gonna be something like, I don't know, let's actually think. I might go with something like get actor. I wanna get my actor's forward vector, which is basically my world direction. And then I'm gonna go with a pair of parentheses to invoke the function. Then the second parameter is gonna be my scale value, which in this case is my values parameter. Now, here's the thing. Why do I see a bit on a line here? Is it just my editor? Okay, so you don't want to look up. As again, you added root component. I forgot this part, guys. This is going to be camera boom. I actually had in mind that I got to go ahead and change my setup attachment to camera boom, but for some reason I set it to root component. I think my muscle memory took over, guys. That said, this is move forward. Why do I still see a red on a line? I'm pretty sure it's just my editor. Okay, this is my mage's classes function, move forward. Did I spell the function correct? Okay, I ended these with a semicolon. New properties does not need a semicolon. Okay, now this should actually fix this part. But I mean, I think I'll fix it in a bit because I think it's just my editor at this point. Okay, and then I go with move forward, FORWART. Okay, I think this is correct. So next up, once I'm done with this, I'm gonna go ahead and create something like a mage. I'm going to point that towards something like move rights function with a pair of parentheses that requires a floating point parameter of value. Then I go with a pair of curly braces. Now I'm going to go ahead and add something like add movement. Let's go with something like input. I'm going to be adding a world direction. So let's go with something like get actor. This time I'm going to go with something like a right vector with a pair of parentheses. And then I require values of parameter. Then let's just end this with a semicolon. Okay, once I'm done with that, let's see, is there something else that I want to add? I might want to add two more functions here. So from my mages class, let's say I want to go ahead and get the turn method. Let's go with something like turn with a pair of parentheses that requires a floating point parameter of value. Then I go with a pair of curly braces. Now my turns method is going to be, let's say, requiring a controller, because unlike my movement inputs, I'm not going to be adding an input anymore for looking towards the left and right. Since I will be using my mouse, I'm gonna go ahead and add a controller. Okay, let's go with something like add controller yaw input. Yaw is basically for me to look left and right. Pitch is for me to look up and down, if that makes any sense, guys. But yaw input just requires a parameter of my value, ending with a semicolon. And guys, I just realized I've been talking really quick. Maybe I gotta like slow down a bit. Hey, why do I see red underlines here? Explicit time missing integer assumed. Oh, I see. Okay, my bad, guys. I gotta go with something like white. Okay, let's go ahead and change this to be a white function, and then let's go ahead and change that to a white function as well. Okay, perfect. That should fix it all. Okay, while my editor actually fixes that part, I'm going to go ahead and create my final function. This is going to be a void function for my images lookup. Let's go with something like lookup. That requires a floating point parameter of value as well. Let's go with something like value. Then I go with the proper curly braces. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add another controller input because me looking up and down is going to be depending on where I move my mouse in the y-axis, forward or backwards. So I'm going to go ahead and add a controller. Let's go with something like pitch inputs with a parentheses that requires a floating point parameter of value ending with a semicolon. Okay, once I'm done with all that, I'm going to go ahead and bind them together because I do got to go ahead and like bind my Unreal's access mapping with my Visual Studio's with my Visual Studio's code, like what I gotta do when I click WSARD. So to do that, I'm gonna go all the way down here till my bind function to input. I'm gonna add a comment that says something like bind access. The reason I add a comment is because there's one thing called bind action as well. We bind actions for like jump and all that stuff. But since I will be moving in like the axes, I bind access here. So to bind an axis, I'm going to go with something like player input component. Let's go with something like player input component. Is going to be, let's say, pointing towards. I'm going to point it towards something like the bind axis function. This function requires 3 parameters. It requires my axis name, which is going to be something like move forward. Let's go with move forward. There we go. Okay, and then it requires an object. What do I want to actually move forward? I want to move this forward, which is my images object. And then it's going to be asking, what do I want to do? The third parameter is going to be a function, which in this case, it's going to be the memory address from my images class. I'm going to get the move forwards this function, which my move forward, let's go ahead and end this with a semicolon real quick. There we go, which my move forwards this function moves my player forward after getting its direction type stuff. Okay, and that's like pretty much it. All I gotta do is add this 4 more times because I do gotta do this for like my move right, turn, and look up functions as well. So I'm gonna go with something like player input component. I'm gonna point it towards something like bind axis. Let's go with bind axis with a parentheses. I'm gonna go ahead and say something like move right. This is my second axis's name that is in charge of moving me either towards the left or towards the right. I want to move this object towards the left or right, which is my images object. And then let's say the function is going to be the memory address of my images. Let's say move right function. There we go. Okay, and then I end this with a semicolon. Now, thirdly, I'm going to go ahead and add another player input component, which points towards, let's go with something like bind axis. I'm going to go with bind axis with a parentheses. This time my axis name is going to be turn. Turn is in charge of me rotating towards the left or right depending on where I move my mouse in the x-axis. I want to go ahead and set it to be this object. The third parameter is going to be the memory address from my images turn function. Okay, ending with a semicolon. Lastly, I'm going to add my final player input component. Let's go with something like components. Okay, which is going to be pointing towards something like bind axis. Now, I want to go ahead and let's say bind my lookups axis. This is my axis name. And then I want to go ahead and apply this on this object, my images object. Thirdly, I'm going to give the memory address of my images lookup function, ending with a semicolon. And that's like pretty much it for my axis mapping. If I were to go ahead and hit Control S to save the code, open my Unreal Engine here, go to something like my content drawer. Happy New Year's, bye. Happy New Year's, Harsha. I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, and then I'm going to go to C/C++ classes. I'm going to go ahead and open my project. I'm going to drag my mage to my level. Okay, there we go. So this is basically my character. Now I'm going to extend my details panel and then press add and go ahead and add a static mesh. Let's go with something like a static mesh. Now I'm going to go ahead and set a object for my static mesh, but since this is a new project, I don't really have any objects inside my content drawer. So I'm going to go to my content browser, go to something like content, maybe decrease my chat up here, and then go ahead and paste my Blender's QLB file. Is it called QLB? There we go. It's called QLB. There we go. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and close this. Open my content again. Let's open all. Okay, inside my content, I'm gonna go ahead and paste my Blender's FBX files as well. Let's go ahead and paste it. And that's like pretty much it. These are my textures that I actually want to load on my window. Okay, now in here, I'm gonna go all the way up here. Let's type something like mage. And I'm gonna go ahead and load my mage in here. Okay, but my mage is kind of away from my capsule, so I'm manually gonna change its position. Let's go ahead and select only my mesh. I want to get its position to be a bit in front. I want to get it like inside my capsule type stuff. But before that, whoops, let's go all the way there. I want to decrease its size, so I'm gonna go with something like R. Now let's decrease its size. Whoops, let's go ahead and decrease it because I want it to be a bit small. There we go. Guys, I think that looks pretty good, right? There, I think this looks pretty good. Now, I'm gonna go a bit up, click something like my... Let's go to my static mesh again. I'm gonna hit W and get him a bit back. There, I gotta make sure that it's inside of my capsule because this is what actually checks for collisions. I'm gonna get it a bit to the left. There we go, that's actually perfect. Okay, let me go towards the side and check. There, that's actually pretty good. Okay, now that I'm done with this, is there something else that I want to add? Before I actually add my collision logic, I'm just going to go ahead and save this. Guys, make sure to hit Control S to save because I always never hit Control S and my code never ends up saving. Now, in my content drawer, if I were to go to content, my map is saved in case my game crashes or something. That said, I added my player. I forgot to check if it works. Let's hit Control Alt F11 to patch my code. While it's patching, I'm going to go ahead and decrease this because I am going to be running my code. What up, guys? It actually gives me an error. It says something like build failed. Okay, I guess we check why did the build fail. Let me actually see my error real quick. So it says found equal to when expecting a colon. Okay, everything here is correct. Everything up here is correct. Stuff here is correct as well. Let's go to my mage. Okay, something here is wrong. Let's see. So I have view property visible anywhere, blueprint read only, category is going to be equal to camera. Okay, apparently something is wrong here. Let's see. Maybe what if I change this to something like follow camera? Let's go with follow camera. Okay, that fixes this. Let's change it to something like camera. Boom. Now I'm gonna go ahead and hit Control S to save the code. Go back to my mage.c++. Let's say this is gonna be camera. So there we go. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and change this to be a camera as well. And that's pretty much it. C-A-M-E-R-A. Let's hit Control S to save the code here. Let's hit Control S to save the code here. Open my Unreal Engine real quick. Let's get my chat back up here. There we go. Let's hit Control Alt F11 to compile my code. This time it should compile. While it's compiling, might actually eat something. Okay, that's kind of strange. Okay, it says generated body has an error. That, I mean, I usually always get that stuff. What's wrong here? Let's go with Control Z. Okay, they've got to have different name. Control Shift C. Let's hit Control S to save the code. Go to mage.c++. Hit something like Control Z. Okay, here's the thing. Am I missing something here? Let me think really hard here real quick. So, it said that I'm expecting a comma, but I got an equal to. Okay, so blueprint read only, print read only category. Pro tip, use thinking mode for code debugging and optimal solution study mode for learning something from basic level scratch. Oh, I see. I actually never knew there was something called study mode and like thinking mode. I gotta actually work on that. That said, the name should be different. Here, let's go with Control Shift Z. This is camera. That is camera. Boom. Let's hit Control S to save the code. Now, this should be camera in that case, right? Did I mess something here? Let me think. View spawn control. I have attachment. Everything is correct here, honestly. Let's go with Control Z. Actually, Control Shift Z. Let's go with camera. Hit Control S to save the code. Now, what is missing here? I'm pretty sure there is nothing wrong here. There is something wrong here. UPROPERTY visible anywhere. VISIBLEANYWHERE. I'm pretty sure this has got to be camera. Let's go with something like camera. Okay, let's change that to camera. Guys, did I have typos or something? Pretty sure they're typos. Move forward. Oh, I see. Maybe I gotta go all the way up here. Let's go ahead and extend this part. Let's go to my major, click something like possess. I mean, this is not important, but I did have to do this part. Let's set possess to 0. Exit this real quick. Let's scroll all the way back here. Now, let's think. Blueprint read only. Let's copy this in case I had a typo. Let's paste it here. Okay, let's... Alright guys, it was my spelling all along. Let's hit Control S. It's always my typos. Let's hit Control S here as well. Let's go to my Unreal Engine. Hit something like Control Alt F11 to compile my code. While it's compiling, might read something. Okay, maybe... Why does it keep saying build failed? I'm pretty sure everything is correct. Unreal... Okay. Wait, is my spellings correct in my project settings? Let's go to something like input. This is called move FORWART, move RIGHT, turn lookup. It's all correct there. Let's look really carefully here. Move FORWART, move right, turn look up. Okay, it's correct there. Look up function. It requires pitch input, yaw input, that is add movement. Okay, this is right vector, add movement input. This is forward vector. And then camera boom, set up attachment root component. I've set up everything. I've done everything correct up till here. Okay, and the generate body, it always has a red underline. That doesn't matter. Okay, and then from my game frameworks, I include spring arm component, camera component. It's all correct. So let's see. I didn't need semicolon there. Did not need semicolon here. In this case, everything is correct maybe. Okay, let's think. Let's think really hard. So apparently I don't need that in my begin play. After my begin play, I have that. What error did I get again? Let me Control Alt F11. Okay, let's see. So it says live coding. It says build failed. Other compilation error, which means I have an error in my Visual Studio. So it says running program files epic. Okay, using bundle.net SDK version. Okay, running. Does it say what error I get? Okay, I think it says here. So it says error, unknown specific category. Okay, so it says it's a unknown category found while phrasing variable specifiers. And then it says found equal to when expecting or, okay, a parentheses while phrasing variable specifiers. Let's go ahead and extend this real quick. Okay, warning errors. And then it says while phrasing variable specifiers and member variable declaration in class. I think I see. So where I did actually mess up is in my category. So it's in my header files. In my category, the thing is, it said it's missing a parentheses. Definitely not missing a parentheses. CATEGORY. Category is equal to camera. Category is equal to camera. Camera component. CMERACOMPONENT. Okay, bro, please lose the fake accent. Guys, fake accent is kind of crazy. That's let's see, visible anywhere, blueprint read only, category visible anywhere. I think it's correct. Let's go with something like Control A, Control C, copy that. Let's get some /chat-GPT real quick. Let's go ahead and paste this. Go with Shift Enter and see something like, let's say, this is my .h file for my mage, and I get this error. Okay, and I get this error. Okay, let's go with here. Let's go with Shift Space. Get my Unreal Engine back here. Hit Control Alt F11. Let's get the error real quick. I already have those errors. Let's go ahead and copy that part. There we go. Okay, let's copy that. Shrink this up. Get some /chat-GPT back here because I feel like I did everything correct. Let's paste this here. There we go. Okay, let's see. Okay. Well, so it's a thing. Maybe eat. Okay, stop, freeze right there. This error is not complicated. This is a spelling mistake. I checked my spellings. I knew it's a spelling mistake. And Unreal is a strict, unforgiving God. Do you see it? Read it slowly. VISIBLEANYWHERE. Blueprint read only. CATEG. Oh, it's CATEGORY. Guys, it's always my typos. CATEGORY. Okay, perfect. Fake accent supremacy, guys. Fake accent supremacy is kind of crazy. Category, spelling mistake. That's what I'm saying, guys. Usually, I keep getting typos when I when I speak while talking. Now, let's hit Control S to save the code. Get my Unreal Engine back up here. So, there we go. Let's get my Unreal here. Let's hit Control Alt F11. Okay, let's wait for it to compile real quick. Okay, let's wait for it to succeed. Okay, results succeed. Perfect. Successfully linked. Let's exit that. Let's go ahead and run my code now. Hold up, guys. CATEG category. Wait, why did I get like a crash after it was done compiling or patching? Okay, where are you right now? Honestly, I actually stopped answering your question. Okay, on the letter, so CATEGORY. Okay, the fix down here. Okay, C Control Alt F11, which compiles. It does compile, but I ran into a error. Let's open my Unreal Engine real quick. While it's opening, I might eat something. Okay, let's go to my project. Open my Unreal project. Now, let's wait for it to open real quick. While it's opening, I might drink some water because, guys, I feel like hydration is kind of important. Okay, let's get this all the way here. Let's go ahead and extend this. So maybe extend it from here as well. Now, I'm going to go ahead and click my content drawer. Go ahead and open my new map. Guys, I think I opened the wrong project. Let me go ahead and exit that. So, did I have two projects there? Because this is the project from like last stream that I was working on. But I created a new project for my UI this stream. Let's go ahead and open this. Let's go there. Let's go to something like my projects. I want to go ahead and open my project. There we go. Let's open my project. This is an Unreal project. Okay, so I get my Unreal Engine here. Hope I don't run into the error again because I feel everything is correct in my code. Like, I fixed my typo as well. There we go. So it does open. I don't know why did I run into a crash before. Was it just my Unreal Engine? Okay, let's go ahead and extend this. Let's go to content drawer. Let's go ahead and load my new map. And this is why it's really useful to like save stuff. Okay, guys, where's in content? I have my new map, but where's my character class here? Okay, what you mean by stopped answering? What happened? Honestly, for like safety reasons, excuse me guys, for like safety reasons, I did like stop answering that. That's sad. You know you can't fake your accent. Okay, Lego W Tab, is that how I pronounce your name? Let's not hate on like Nears, guys. Let's have a good mood and good resolution here. Although I don't like whatchamacallit. I don't like what it doesn't like bother me type stuff, but I feel like it's gonna be kind of cool if like whatchamacallit, there's no hating the stream. That's let's see, let's go with something like content jar. Apparently my file didn't save because I did not hit save all. Always tell what type of output you want in your prompts, otherwise ChatGPT tries to guess it and will make outputs weak. I see. Okay, here's the thing. Can I go to add? I really lost my class up here. So maybe I go with, I should have saved all. This is kind of stupid actually. I could go to something like tools again. Let's go to something like new class. I'm going to go to something like character class. I'm going to go with something like mage, but I can't use the name mage. Let's go with something like mage 2. Actually, let's go with something like mage. Let's go ahead and create a class. Now, I already have my code, so I wouldn't have to like add the code. I'm just going to be copy pasting my mage's code to my mage. Okay, for example, I could go with something like control A control. Let's reload all real quick. Okay, let's go ahead and exit that. Now, I'm going to go to my mage.c++. I'll go with control A control C, copy that. Go here, go with control A control V to paste. Let's scroll all the way up. I'm going to... Okay, it said my project crash reporter. Why did I get a crash? Let's go ahead and copy this. Let's copy that, get some /ChatGPT. Guys, the crash actually does not make sense. Excuse me, guys. Let's go ahead and paste it here. Go with shift enter and say something like, since say my program crashed. Okay, everything is correct. Do you only use ChatGPT or YT videos too? I mean, I use like YouTube videos every once in a while. I should have worked on this like yesterday off stream, but I was kind of busy. That's the reason I did like stream 30 minutes late today, because I was still kind of busy type stuff. Because it's almost New Year's, so gotta do some preparation and all that stuff. That's it. Stop hands off the keyboard. Yes, it crashed. And no, it's not random crash. Unreal behavior. What the Unreal is actually saying, translated from Unreal Screen, default sub object, camera component. Camera already exists for mage. Unreal tells I already created a camera for this character. You tried to create another camera at the same time. Absolutely not. Okay, you already have follow camera earlier in constructor. Defaulted. Later on, after live coding, you added another camera. Huh. Okay, did I create a duplicate camera? I don't think so. This is camera, boom, this is camera component. Not duplicated anywhere. Okay, full restart. Did I really create two cameras? I created just one camera. Follow camera, it's just one. Okay, use thinking mode here. Oh, I could actually try that. Okay, maybe instead of going with my this project that I'll check it later on, I'm gonna go ahead and open my last day's project. I'm so glad I did not like delete that project. That's it. Let's wait for my Unreal to open here. Okay, because last stream I was working with this part as well. Let's go with something like Unreal project. Okay, let's wait for it to open here. And now I'm gonna go ahead and work on my yesterday stream, like what I was actually doing yesterday on the UMG part. That's it. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and extend this. Now, this is my last stream's project, so if I were to go to something like content drawer, go ahead and load my second new map. There is no way I didn't save my... Okay, I did save my blenders and stuff. What if I go to my first map? Okay, there we go. My first map does have my... Okay, it has my major, but why am I going like really slow up here? There's my camera. Maybe I go to something like content drawer. What is my WBP health bar? Fine, let's go to my second map. Now, in my second map, I'm gonna go to something like my content drawer. Let's go to something like content, maybe all. I'm gonna go to C++ classes, Unreal classes. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a bosses class. I'm assuming this is a character, right? Okay, it is a character. This already has a camera set to it. Okay, all I gotta do is go ahead and add a static mesh. So I'm gonna go with something like a static mesh. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and click that. Now, my static mesh is gonna be having, let's say, maybe my boss's mesh. So I'm gonna go with something like boss. Let's go ahead and create that. Okay. Do you speak? You should speak a bit slower. Your accent sounds funny when you speak fast. Actually, that does make sense. So many of you guys said me to like speak kind of slow. I should actually try that. That said, why am I going so slow here? Like, guys, why can't I move faster? Like, is there a button to go faster? I feel like I'm really slow. Okay, and I think I do gotta actually start talking slow as well. But before that, I'm gonna go to my static mesh here. Let's hit something like R. I want to decrease my size. There, that should be good. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and something like W. Is there a setting to like walk faster? There we go. Okay, let me get Sensei/ChatGPT up here real quick. Let me say something like, let's say in my map or in my Unreal Engine, when I click W to move, I'm moving really slow. Why is that? Okay, let's see. Okay, stop walking like a tar on PC to tell the real reason your mage inherits from character. Oh, no. It's like before I run the code, like in my edit mode, I move very slow. Okay, are you gay? Honestly, no, I'm straight. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let me actually hydrate my lips real quick. I feel it's kind of dehydrated. Okay, what you're describing is editor camera movement, not the player. What's actually happening? Okay. The fix. Method 1, camera speed slider. Do this on stream. Top right of the viewport, find camera. Increase speed to something like 4. Move with WASD. Method 2, mouse wheel while holding W. Okay. I say let's open my Unreal Engine real quick. Let's go to something like my viewport. Okay. Real-time viewport settings. Let's go here. Mouse sensitivity. Okay. Do I increase this? Okay, that is like my sensitivity. I feel sensitivity is good. Speed. So there we go. So real-time viewport. There, do I move fast? I move slow. Okay, this is platformer, disable viewport scalability. That's set to low. Okay, material. This is going to be something like low. Screen percentage. Where is speed? I don't see speed. Use the mouse scroll to change movement speed. So use the mouse scroll. Okay, but like when I click W, I go like really slow out here. Like Is there something to move quick? Because I'm pretty sure I've never moved this slow. Okay, I'm forgetting my coding skills by watching you. Sorry, I'm subscribing. Honestly, that's fine. Okay, let's see. So I see something like 10. This is snap sizes. Okay, what is this? Surface offsets. Where's the mouse speed? Hold on, guys. Let's go all the way up here. Okay, let's see. So let's go all the way up here first. Look in the top right of the viewport. Find camera speed. Increase it to by 4 by 8. Where's camera speed up here? Okay, so I see this here. Okay, what is this? Okay, let's go up here. Let's go there. Okay, press W and use mouse scrolling wheel. So W. I see. But I mean, even if I do go quick like this, usually like when I just click my W, I go quick. Like in my other projects, when I click W, I go like really quick. Because, I mean, this is good as well, but then I've never gone slow like this. Like if I were to go ahead and create a new project, let me actually create a new project. But I would have to like add my coding part again. Let's go with something like maybe save selected. I'm gonna go ahead and open my Unreal Engine. Let's try creating a new project. So okay, let's see. And guys, I did not even start working on UMG yet. I gotta like whatchamacallit, increase my speed up. Let's go to C++, create a C++ project. Okay, while it's creating, might eat something. So okay, maybe I just eat in a bit. There we go. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna eat in a bit. I don't want to like mess this place up. Okay, let's see. So it's compiling C++ source code. Okay, while it's compiling, I might actually scroll all the way up to read my old stuff on how to actually work with UMG. Okay, let's scroll all the way up here. Okay, let's see. So I'm working with Hellbar, and guys, yesterday I did not have time to like read the docs or like watch tutorials on like the UMG part. But after the stream, I might actually do that thing because it's almost near, so I had to like do a lot of preparations. That's it. Let's see. Okay, your task right now. Did you create the player character class? Can the player move? Did you add the health variables? I did not add the health variables, but I gotta do that. Happy New Year's, dude. Happy New Year's. Dixie, is that I pronounce your name? I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, let's see. Okay, my Unreal Engine is opening here. Let's wait for it to open real quick. So there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and get this here. There we go. Okay, now once I have my Unreal Engine open, let's get this all the way up here. Let's go there. Maybe I get ChatGPT up here too, so I like have a reference. Okay, let's open the Unreal Engine. Now I'm gonna go ahead and decrease the size and increase the length from here. Okay, and then let's go to something like files. Let's go to new. Let's go to basic level. I'm gonna create a basic level. Now here I can move really quick. Like this is the kind of speed that I actually prefer moving on. But for some reason my that code actually did not have the speed. I'm gonna go with something like R. Then let's go ahead and go a bit back. There, I want to decrease this. Let's decrease the size a little. Okay, I feel like instead of it being square, this is kind of good as well. There we go. It's lengthy, but it's not like its width isn't that much. Okay, this is like pretty good for arenas. Okay, I am actually going slow. So is it just because of my map that I move slow? Let's go with something like W. Okay, perfect. Well, I'm just moving slow for some reason. Let's go with Control C. Okay, there we go. Guys, is this the original size? Is this... I'm pretty sure this is not the actual speed that we move on. This is like very, very slow. I mean, that's fine actually. I'm gonna go ahead and create a class here. Let's go to something like choose. I'm gonna go ahead and create a new class. Let's go ahead and create a character class and call this something like mage class. You can change the editor movement speed by pressing WASD. Then use mouse scroll to change speed while pressing. It doesn't actually change though, because I tried that, but then let me actually try that again. Because I tried it, I just get pushed forward. When I click WASD, should I like have all four clicked at the same time or one works as well? Let's see. Okay, so it's adding my code to project. Okay, let's see. My project. Let's go ahead and shrink this, go here. Let's wait for it to reload the code. Okay. Okay, while it's reloading, I have 2 mage files here. This is actually good. I would have to do way less coding. Okay, let's wait for it to reload. What are the two things that I have here? Did I have to reload anything? I'm pretty sure I had to reload something. So let's go up here. It said it's done. Did I really not have to reload anything? This is core minimal. This is my mage. Oh, I see. Okay, let's go ahead and exit my mage. Let's go ahead and save. Let's exit that as well. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and get this to a new tab. Increase the size. Go to my second C++ project. There we go. Reload this. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and hit X. Now, I'm gonna copy my mage.c++ from my other monitor, and let's go ahead and paste it here. Control A, Control V. Hit Control S to save the code. Go to mage.h. Header files. Go with Control A, Control C. Go with Control A, Control V. Okay, perfect. Now I can go ahead and exit this. Okay, perfect. Now let's wait for my editor to actually process everything that I wrote. Sorry, bro, I might have to go because I'm no curtain. Good night. I see. Okay, that's that. Get your next stream wishes. Make sure to get your 8 hours of sleep. That's it. Let's hit something like Control S to save the code. Alright, perfect. That's actually pretty much it. Let's open my Unreal Engine here. It's something like Control Alt F. Before I hit Control Alt F11, I'm gonna go to Content, go to C++ classes. I want to drag my mage class, guys. That saved so much time of coding. Let's go ahead and hit Control Alt before I hit Control Alt F11. Okay, let's go ahead and extend this real quick. I want to go ahead and add a static mesh. Okay, let's go with a static mesh. I'm gonna go ahead and I think Some or Sumi, is that I pronounce your name? I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, let's go to content drawer, go to something like content. I'm gonna go ahead and draw my blenders as FBX file here. And then let's go ahead and import my blenders as QBG files as well. Okay, perfect. There we go. Okay, now that I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close all this inside my contents drawer. I'm gonna go to something like all. Now I'm gonna go ahead and click my static mesh. I want to go ahead and add a static mesh. Let's go with I want to add my mage's mesh. Okay, so wait, I added my static mesh in the wrong place, guys. Let's exit this real quick. I'm gonna go to something like my mage, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add a static mesh here. Let's go with static. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and select my mage's mesh. Alright, perfect. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and move its position as well. So, why did you create a new project? You can just change movement speed pressing any move button, then use mouse scroll to change the speed. Okay, like if I were to hit W, like I'm hitting W right now, and then I hit something like space, my speed does not originally increase. Like, it's still kind of slow. What up, guys? It actually works. I did not know that it... I tried it before, it didn't work. Maybe because I wasn't like right clicking, because I think it's important to like right click. Guys, this is actually pretty good speed. Wait, let me actually decrease the speed. It's really fast. What up, guys? Let's decrease the speed. There we go. Okay, this is actually pretty good. Now, once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and get this back. I mean, I feel like the previous project and this project are like exactly the same. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and select this. I want to go with my static mesh only. I'm going to go ahead and move my static mesh here. But before that, let's click R and decrease its size a bit. There, let's go ahead and decrease its size. There, that should be good. I'm going to hit W. Let's go a bit in front. Okay, let's get it to the back. I want to get it inside the capsule here. Yep, that's good. Let's get it a bit more back. There we go. Okay, now it is a pretty small mesh here. Perfect. Okay, now let's go ahead and hit Control Alt F11 real quick to compile my code. Let's see what happens. This time it should be success. While it's success, I might actually eat something. Okay, so it says a pair of curly braces. Okay, so see camera icon in the right corner, viewport 1/8. Let's see, wait, let me actually extend this real quick. Mage.h, the spelling is correct. CATEGORY, category is correct. I have worked in this code like so much. How am I messing something up? Okay, maybe I change this to something like camera boom. and that to something like follow camera. Okay, and then once I'm done with this root component, camera component, let's give my editor a while to actually process this part. Okay, that is a mage. Prof curly braces. The code should be the same because my mage's name is, the spelling is correct. It's mage.c++. I go ahead and bind my access. Everything is correct. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, let's hit something like Control S to save the code real quick. Guys, I think it's just my editor. Okay, this is my project API, mage. I include spring arm component. I go ahead and include my camera component as well. What is wrong here? What is wrong here? There is nothing wrong here. I have value. Okay, so it says additional functions can be generated. This is a mage that inherits all the public content from my A characters class. It's correct. Expected a semicolon. I'm very sure this does not expect a semicolon here. My A mage inherits all the public content from my A character. Okay, and then I go with something like override. Let's go to my C++. Is it because I just copy pasted the code from my old project, but the name is same? It should like be the same exact project. Could it be like my file is different here? Fine, I guess I go with something like Control-Z real quick. This is my initial code. This says my project API 2. This is going to be my project 2. Let's go with Control-Shift-Z. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do something here. Let's change my project API to be project API 2. Hit Control S. Okay, that fixed everything. It was just my project name that's wrong. In my mage.c++, this should fix everything as well. Move forward, move right, turn and look up. It is gonna fix all that. If I were to go to my project settings, go to something like input, add a few access mappings. Let's go with something like 1, 2, 3, and 4. I have 4 here. I'm gonna call this something like move forward. I want to go ahead and call this move right. My move forward can have, let's say, 2. This is going to be W. That's going to be S. W is going to be -1. Let's call this something like move right. Move right. I'm going to go ahead and add a plus here as well. Let's go ahead and call my move right by A and D, where my A is going to be -1. And then I'm going to go with something like turn. Let's go ahead and change this to something like turn. I am going to be turning depending on where I move my mouse in the x-axis. So I'm going to go with something like mouse's x-axis. Lastly, this is going to be look up. I'm going to be looking up or down depending on where I move my mouse in the y-axis. So I'm going to go with mouse's y. Now let's go all the way up here. This fixed everything. Everything's fixed there. Let's open my Unreal Engine, hit something like Control-Alt-F11 to compile the code real quick. This has got to work, guys. Okay. Result success. Perfect. Let's go ahead and exit that now. I get my camera. Oops, let's go ahead and get this a bit back here. If I click my mage, I have my camera here. I have my spring arm here, and I have everything here. Now, I want to go ahead and move my camera component. So, I'm going to go ahead and extend this real quick. Go to something like mage. I'm going to go close to my follow camera, which is a child class of my camera. Boom. I'm going to get it a bit closer to my mage. There, let's get it closer and closer. Okay, I want to get it a bit high. I want to go ahead and rotate it a bit. Let's go ahead and rotate it. Oops, not this way. Maybe this way. Okay, let's go ahead and rotate it a little. There. And then maybe go a bit lower. And then I want to go a bit more to the back. That's perfect. Let's hit Control-Alt-F11 again to compile my code real quick. Now I'm going to go ahead and run the code. Once it's saved, let's go ahead and run the code real quick. There we go. And guys, I can't actually see that. Hold up. Let me actually like mute myself real quick. Give me a sec, guys. Already mic testing, mic testing. Guys, there were like some kind of background noises. Gotta get rid of those things. That's it. Let's see. Now I'm gonna go ahead and type something like possess here real quick. Let's go with something like possess. I'm gonna set this to something like 0. Now let's go ahead and decrease this. Hit Control Alt F11 for the last time. Now if I were to go ahead and run the code, let's wait for this to go. Let's go ahead and exit this. Let's run the code. Now I should be able to see from my camera's point of view. I can go ahead and move up and down. Whoops, guys, this is kind of I gotta work on this part. Hold on, guys. Maybe I gotta change my camera's position. Instead of it being in front of my player, I'm gonna go ahead and add this behind my player. Okay, so I'm gonna exit that. If this is just about now visuals at this point, guys. Whoops, let me go here. Let me select my camera. Boom, I'm gonna get this in front. Now let's go ahead and rotate it this way. There we go. Okay, wait, I'm gonna maybe let's reset my position of my camera. Okay, now let's go ahead and actually work on this part real quick. So I'm gonna get in the center. Let's get my camera a bit in front. There. Okay, he's in front of my player. It's in front of my player. I want to get it a bit to the back. I'm going to hit something like E to rotate. Let's rotate it in the Y-axis. There we go. Wait, that's negative rotation. Let's rotate it in the positive direction. Maybe I hit something like this. There we go. I'm going to hit something like W. Get him back up here. Okay, guys, I got to rotate this properly. Let's get this in front. I'm gonna go ahead and turn myself this way. Let's rotate it up. There. Now that should be good because I'm gonna go a bit in front. Let's go ahead and get this a bit to the back. Okay, that's actually perfect. Now let's hit something like, maybe I want to go a bit higher. Let's go a bit higher. Rotate it. There. Okay, I think that's good. Maybe I go to the positive direction there. That's good. Okay, because I'm trying to get the perfect angle for my major. Let's say Control Alt F11 real quick. Now let's wait for it to compile. Okay, once it's done compiling, I'm going to go ahead and run the code. There we go. I can go ahead and move my mage all the way up. I can look up and down. I can turn towards the left, towards the right. I can go back. I can go towards the left and towards the right. I gotta fix that part. Let's go to project settings. Because when I click left, I go towards the right type stuff. So all I gotta do is change this to be +1, change that to be -1. And that's pretty much it. Now, finally, let's go ahead and work on the UMG part. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some /ChatGPT here. Before that, I'm gonna go with Control-A, Control-C, copy that, get this here, paste it here. Let's go ahead and paste it here. Go with something like Shift-Enter. I'm gonna go to my C++ file, go with Control-A, Control-C as well, get some /ChatGPT back here. Paste it, go with Shift-Enter again and say something like, I created a new project and added my key controls. I added my new key controls in my project. Now, can we work on the UMG question mark? Okay, hello, have you tried VLAN? Guys, I've been getting so many questions asking like, did I try VLAN? What's it actually about? What does it do? I might actually look it up in the stream because I have not tried it. Like, I've never even like heard of VLAN. Like, you guys did like recently. You guys have been starting saying that to me like for I think 3 weeks now or something, 2 or 3 weeks. Let's see what is VLAN. Okay, let's see what is VLAN. Simple, fast, compiled programming language. Let's get this page here real quick. VLAN is a simple, fast, and safe compiled programming language designed for building maintainable software. It is similar to Go, which I'm assuming is Golang. And if you know Go, you already understand about 80% of VLAN. We support various fields, including systems, programs, web development, game development, and more. The language is influenced by Oberian, Rust, Swift, Colton, and Python, making it easy to learn and use. Additionally, VLAN offers features that align with functional programming paradigms, is that pronounced it? Such as first-class functions and closures. I see, it actually sounds kind of fun. I might actually try it someday in the future. That's it, Sensei Moran. Listen people, you did not break anything. This is a classic Unreal. Why am I moving like a snail? Okay, wait, hold up, guys. Let me say something like, let's say, my movement is fixed. Everything is fixed. Maybe, I think I gotta start a new chat. I could actually try a new chat real quick. Before that, I'm gonna go with something like edit. Because, guys, sometimes when Sensei starts tweaking or, like, acting a bit weird, it's always, like, better to have a new chat. I'm gonna go with something like cancel. Let's go with something like new chat. I'm gonna paste it here, go with Shift Enter and say something like parentheses. this is a new chat and I created a new project. I want to work on UMG, in this case a health bar. I want to go ahead and add a health bar UMG on my Unreal Engine 5. Okay, let me know if you have any questions about my project so far. Okay, let's see. This is a new chat. Listen, people, good. You did the hard, boring part first. Movement plus camera. That's discipline. Most people panic and jump into ta-ta. Now we move on to UMG. Not magic UI, not blueprint. Very dull for real structured engine level thinking, UI thinking. We're building a health bar UMG for your mage and Unreal Engine 5 clean, simple, industry standard. A big picture, burn this into your brains. UMG health bars have 3 parts: data, widget, connections. No shortcut, no skipping. We do it right. Step 1. Add health to your mage first. In my header files, I gotta go ahead and add a U property, edit anywhere, blueprint, read and write, category is gonna be stats. I will be copying this for the time being because I want to see if the UMG first works. If it works, then I'm gonna actually work on it. So I'm gonna go here to my header files. Let's go ahead and maybe add a comment. Maybe I want to go with like tab, tab, and tab. Let's go with a comment that says equal to QI 1, 2, 3. Oops, there we go. Now let's go ahead and paste this here. Guys, I feel like there's bugs coming all the way here. Let me just go ahead and just get that down there. There we go. Okay, whoops. Let's go with Control-Z real quick. I'm going to go ahead and get this here real quick. So let's go ahead and copy that and paste it here. Okay, once I'm done with that, let's see the next step. Okay, and begin play mage.c++ current health equals to max stats. Guys, why are there flies here? I mean, I do like have my food here. I think that this was kind of a bad idea to get my food up here. Okay, that said, in begin play mage.c++ current health equals to max health. Stop, this is not normal. Maybe I go ahead and open this light. There we go. Okay, UMG needs something real to read. Step 2, create health bar widget UMG. Now you switch to the editor. Right click, interface, widget blueprint. Step 2, right click, user interface, widget blueprint. Name it WBP health bar, open it. Okay, let's try that first. But before I try that, I might want to chow down real quick because guys, I am kind of starving. What up, guys? Okay, let's go with something like user interface. I'm going to go ahead and open a widget blueprint. Okay, let's go ahead and open a widget blueprint. I'm going to name it something like WBP. Was it underscore health bar? What up, guys? Let's get some /chat GPT here. WBP underscore health bar. Okay, perfect. And then open it. Okay, and guys, in case you guys can't like see my whole video, guys, could like move on to the horizontal because I feel it's like much easier to do it if like I'm using my entire window instead of just like a portion of it. So I'm gonna go back to here. Okay, once I open it, inside the widget designer, add a progress bar, name it something like health bar. Okay, anchor it if you want it. If you want top left is fine. Anchor it where you want. Set percentage to 1.0 temporary. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a progress bar. Let's drag and drop it here. That is my progress bar. And then what did I have to do after that? Okay, name it health bar. So I'm gonna name my progress bar health bar with any spaces. Health bar. Okay, so I'm gonna go with something like right click. Let's go with R for rename. Okay, how do you rename it? Excuse me, guys. How do I rename it? Is there a way? There we go. Progress bar. Can I rename it from here? Let's go with something like health bar. Okay. Maybe I eat something as well. Anchored where you want it. Top left is fine. Set percent to 1.0 temporary. Okay, let's go with something like 1.0. Okay, and guys, this part, like, I could actually like shrink it and like show you guys what am I doing like up here, but I feel like it's much easier if I have it like full screen type stuff. So what I did here was, okay, I set my percentage to 1.0 here just for the time being. Why is it blue? Okay, do not style it yet, function first. Step 3, give the widget access to the mage inside WP help bar, create a variable, name it mage ref. Okay, type mage object reference. Type is going to be mage check, expose on spawn, check instance editable, okay. Create a variable. Now this is a new part. Okay. So inside WPP health bar, I gotta go ahead and create a variable. Okay, I can create a variable there. WPP health bar, where do I create a variable? Inside WBP health bar, this is my progress bar, not my health bar. Where do I create a variable? Okay, so, oops, guys, I hate when there are like flies around me. Okay, see camera icon, let's see. I see compile, I see audio, common. Okay, where do I see? It says under. Let me just compile it real quick. And then, where do I create a variable? Okay, so it says give widget the access to the mage. Create a variable. This is the confusing part. Name mage ref. Check mage type. Check expose spawn. It says inside health bar create a variable. Do I create a variable over here? Health bar is a variable. What if I type something like variable? There is no variable, guys. There is a food flyer because probably I have like foods up here. Okay, let me just go ahead and just is it called shrug it off? Maybe. Guys, I think the fat is open. Why is there still food fly up here? That's it. Let's go all the way up here. Let's go ahead and copy the step 3. Let's paste it. Sure, let's go with shift enter and say something like sensei. I have a question. Let's go with a question about step 3. Okay. How to create a variable. Okay, let's see. Maybe I go ahead and eat something while sensei's typing. Guys, I feel this is like kind of stuck here. Okay, you need to create variable in your details. Oh, I see. Okay, double click. What up, guys? I think I was choking. Gotta probably eat a bit slow. Okay, open WP help bar, double click in the content drawer. Make sure you're a designer or graph. Okay, either is fine, graph is clear for logic. Look at the left panel. That's right, that's left panel. You'll see palette hierarchy, my blueprint. In my blueprint, find the variables section. Do I see my blueprint? Okay, palette hierarchy, my blueprint. Okay, find the variable, click plus button, boom, variable created, configure the variable. This is where most people mess up. Rename it. New variable 0, change it, my ref, name matters. 6, type the variable name, right click. Okay, maybe I get sensei slash chat GPT in the other window because I do want to like read that again while I actually look for the place. Okay, so it says to open my content drawer. Double click in the content drawer. So I see content drawer. Excuse me, guys. So it says make sure I'm in designer or graph. I'm in graph. Either is fine. Clear logic. Look at the top left panel. Look at the left panel. Okay, I see. You'll see palette. I see palette. You'll see hierarchy. I see hierarchy. I see bind widgets instead of my blueprint. In my blueprint, find variables. Okay, this is WBP. Let me go ahead and get sensei slash chat GPT back here. Where was it kept? Hold on, guys. Maybe I open Unreal Engine real quick. Let's get this up here. Let's go to something like Project J. Extend it from here. There, let's extend it from here as well. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and scroll it. Okay, let me go all the way up here. Let's go ahead and copy this part. Let's copy that, paste it here. Let's say something like, for this, I see hierarchy, I see palette, hierarchy, okay, and bind widgets, but I don't see my blueprint. Okay, let's see. Ah, now I see where you're getting lost, people. Maybe I scroll all the way down. There we go. Okay, there we go. You're in the designer tab. In some versions on Unreal Engine 5, my blueprint is not super obvious. It's a panel, not a button. How to fix my blueprint panel? In the widgets editor, look at the top right corner. Okay, you should see tabs like detail, palette, hierarchy. If my blueprint is missing, do this. Go to window menu at the top of the editor, find and click my blueprint. Boom, panel appears. Now you can create a variable. Let's try that. Let's open Unreal Engine real quick. Gonna go to Windows. Gonna go to, let's see, my blueprint. Do you guys see my blueprint anywhere? I see content drawer, browse one. Cinema, this is load output, save output, remove layout. Where's my blueprint up here? Hierarchy, animation, navigation. Let me type something. Blueprint. Well, there is no blueprint here. Okay, so what if I go to graph? Does graph? Well, graph has my blueprint in it. Okay, let's go here and let's say something like, let's say in my window, I did not find blueprint. But when I went to the graph section, I see blueprint. Let's go with something like I see blueprint. Whoops, blueprint. And a details panel. Guys, why do I feel I don't like if there are like flies wandering around me? And a details panel. Okay, so was it graph that you were looking for? Let me actually eat something real quick as well. So, alright guys. Now we're looking, people. Now we're cooking, people. You're in the right drop tab. Perfect in Unreal Engine 5 tab contains my blueprint. Inside the left panel, sometimes just says blueprint. That's the same thing. Here's what you do next. In the left panel, in the graph tab, find the variables section, click plus, rename it to something like mage ref. Let's copy this. I'm assuming that's mage reference. Set a type, mage, object reference, check, instance, editable, and expose on spawn. Okay, gotta find variables. Okay, there we go. Let's click the plus button. Name it something like mage ref. Set the type to be object type. What up, guys? What was the type? Okay, so it's a set type to be mage object reference. So let's go back to the Unreal Engine. Type is gonna be object types. Let's go ahead and type something like mage. Whoops, let's go with MAGE. Okay, structure, object. This is gonna be object reference. There. Okay, so did I do this part correct? Object reference. Make sure instance editable is selected. Expose on spawn is selected. Okay, and then object reference. Okay, I think I did that part correct. Okay, what's the next part? Let's see. Okay, I'm seeing like hearts in the chat. Maybe that part was correct, guys. I guess we figured it out, guys. Okay, let's see. Next up, once I'm done with that, rename it. A new variable 0, mage ref, set the type. Okay, critical checkboxes. Do all those. That's correct. Okay, and that's correct. That's pretty much it, I guess. Let's... Oh wait, I think I'm done. Let's say something like done. Let's say. Okay, perfect. Maybe I go ahead and eat something as well. Okay, excellent people. That's discipline. Now we turn this variable into a live health bar. Listen closely. This is where most people screw up and wonder why their bar stays empty. Step 4, bind the health bar to mage health. Bind the health bar to mage's health. Select progress bar in your widget. Designer bar in the details panel. Find percent. Click bind. Create binding. Now your graph and function graph. This function will return a value between 1 and 0. Logic inwards. Read it like your life depends on it. Check if mage rep is valid. If valid, return to avoid pain, use floating point division. Okay, I think let's go one step at a time. Under my project bar, so I'm going to go back to my designer. Under my project bar, okay, my percent. Does that say bind? How do you bind stuff? Okay, wait, let's go back up here. Okay. Details panel. Details is panel. I see details. Find percent. Found percent. Click bind. Where is bind? Create binding. Let's click this. Create binding. Alright, here I see something here. I see something. I'm in my class defaults now. Okay, let's say I clicked create binding. Now you're in the function logic and words. Okay, let me say something like, excuse me guys, since I created a binding, and guys, I gotta like blow my nose because I feel it's kind of congested. Okay, I created binding and I am back in my graph. I'm back in my graph section. Okay, I see two nodes connected to each other. Okay, what are they called? One is get health bar percent, one is return node. Okay, let's go with something like one is get health bar percent and the other is return node. Was it return node? I think it was return node. Return node. So there we go. Okay, let's get this back here. Is the N lowercase? Okay, let's capitalize that. Let's go with return node. Let's hit enter. Okay, perfect people. That's exactly where you want to be. Listen closely. The return node does not do magic by itself. It needs value from your magic. From your mage. I mean, I think mage and magic are the same thing. So like mage uses magic, guys. I feel that was like an awful joke. That said, why did you give up on SDL? Honestly, I didn't give up on SDL. I like graduated from SDL because I feel like I never like intended to like stick with SDL because like it's not like really good type stuff. It is really good when it comes to like actually learning stuff. I felt like I understood and SDL understood the functions. I was just creating like a lot of mini games and projects. I thought I got pretty bored of that, so I wanted to like learn something a bit more challenging and hard. So I moved on to Unreal Engine. I feel Unreal Engine is going to be much more useful because I will be using Python and C++ in the same project in the upcoming streams type stuff. That said, get the mage reference. Drag your mage ref variable into the graph. Select get mage ref, not set. Drag your mage ref into the graph. Select, not set. Select, drag a wire from it and pull off is valid node. Okay, this checks if mage exists, prevents crashes. Let's try that first. Maybe I get this in the other window so I can like read while doing it. Okay, brother, you didn't even do anything without ChatGPT. How are you gonna say it was way too? You didn't do anything, guys. You didn't do anything without ChatGPT. It's kind of crazy. I think you guys didn't like watch the videos where I was like actually working on projects. Only the parts that I was like really confused are the new concepts I used ChatGPT, but mostly when I was done learning the content, I did like work on many projects on my own type stuff. That's it. Let's see, guys. I feel like my nose is kind of congested. Okay, let's go all the way up here to step 1. I gotta go ahead and find my mage ref. So let's see. Drag your mage ref variable into the graph. Okay, where can I see my mage ref. it says drag it inside the graph. Okay, let's drag it here. Now, select get mage. Let's go with something like get mage. Okay, pull off. So I gotta go ahead and pull a wire off and check if is valid. Let's go with something like is valid. Okay, is valid. Okay, there are two is valid. One is determines if an object is valid. The second is return true if usable. Okay, let me say something. I mean, I think I go with this. Determine if the object is valid. Okay. Now, wait, let me get Sensei back here. I gotta make sure if that part's correct. Let's go all the way here. Let's go ahead and extend it a bit from here. Increase it from down here. There we go. So, there we go. Okay, let's say something like Sensei. So, about the is valid. There is two is valid. One determines if it's valid. One determines if it's valid, and the second returns true. The second returns true. Which to select? Okay, let's see. Okay, do not use mage ref. Object is valid. Branch off the node. It can be skipped if you just return 0. Okay. If not valid, return point. Oh. Huh, you want the one that literally checks if the object exists, the one that returns true or false if mage is valid. Oh, so I did pick the wrong one. Let's delete this. Let's go here. Let's go with something like is valid. Okay, so there we go. That should be the correct one. Okay, and then once I'm done with that, let's see the next thing. So let's scroll all the way up here. Okay, let me scroll down real quick. Hold up, guys, getting the part of where the instructions is said. There, step 2. From mage ref, drag off the current health. From mage ref, drag off the current health. From mage ref, drag off and get current health. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag this. Let's go with current health. Okay, when I drag it, I do not get current health. From mage ref again, drag off and get max health. Oh, because I did not add those in my code yet. Let's go all the way up here. Wait, I added, I just didn't hit Control S. Let's hit Control S to save the code. That was kind of stupid, guys. Let's go all the way up here. Okay. Let's go to my, maybe Unreal project. Hit something like, whoops. Let's go to my Unreal project. I am already in my Unreal project. I'll hit Control Alt F11 to compile the code real quick. Okay, let's compile it. While it's compiling, I might eat something real quick. Okay, current health, C-U-R-R-E-N-T, C-U-R-R-E-N-T. I don't see current health. Could it be because in my Visual Studio, I have it set to C-U-R-R-E-N-T. I have it current health, let's copy that. Now let's go here. Let me just go ahead and get this here real quick. There we go. Okay, whoops. Let me go there. There we go. Now, I gotta try getting current health up. Okay, so current health. I do not see current health. Okay, maybe I go ahead and compile real quick. Now let's go ahead and drag it off again. I should be able to see current health. Okay, I still don't see it. So, okay, maybe I hit Control Alt F11 here. Okay, there we go. It says successful. Let's go back up here. Let's drag this. Okay, from my mage ref and get current health. Okay, I do not see current health. Let me get Sensei/ChatGPT back up here. So there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and extend that from there. Let's extend it from the bottom. Okay, and let's see something like for the second step. Let's copy this part. Let's paste it here. Let's go with Shift Enter and say something like Sensei. I don't see current health. Let's go with something like health and then I didn't see current health. Let's go with something like didn't. I didn't see current health. Okay, so I went to my Visual Studio to check if I added the U property. Okay, I did add it, but I didn't save the code. I saved it later and hit Control plus Alt plus F11 to compile. Okay, my Unreal Engine 5. Let's go with something like UE5, but I still don't see the current health. Okay, let's go with something like current health from my. Let's go with something like mage ref when I fag it. Okay, let's see. Your variable is set as image, not mage. Does that make any difference? How is it going to be set as? Your variable is set as image. How is it going to be set as mage then? Object. Okay, so maybe I go with uppercase page. And guys, I might actually mute myself real quick because I want to like blow my nose. Oh, there we go. Change variable. Let's go ahead and delete this. Let's get my mage here. I want to go ahead and get mage. The first is going to check something like is valid. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get the is valid here. Then let's get that up there. Let's go with something like current health. Okay, let's go with something like current health. Oh, I see. Okay, so I have current health. Okay, and then let's go ahead and get a max health. Okay, let's go with something like max health. Max health. Okay, wait, get current, get max health. Okay, there we go. Get current health, get max health. Your variable is set as image, not mage. That makes sense. Okay, wait, let me say something like, let's say, my variable was set as image, not mage. I changed it and got both my current health and max health on my graph. Okay, let's see what to do next. While Sensei is saying, maybe let's go ahead and just eat something real quick. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted. Maybe I drink some water so I don't choke. Guys, I got like blow my nose really bad. Because I feel the headphone is kind of like adjusting my nose. Okay, next step. Health and connect return. Drag current health from mage, drag max health from mage ref, pull off current health, type divide float. Okay, pull off current health, type divide float node, connect max health as the divisor. Take the output of divisor, connect it to the return node. If mage is invalid, return. Okay, when you're done, your progress bar will show 100% at start. Later, if current health decreases, C++, decreases C++, the bar moves automatically. I see. Okay, wait, let me get this here. This was so fun. Honestly, it was actually really fun because I think, guys, I've honestly rarely had any experience when it comes to like working with nodes. This was actually pretty fun to actually do. That's it. Let's see. So let's go to something like. Okay, I gotta go ahead and drag this and type something like divider. Okay, wait, divide. And then I gotta go ahead and set it to be a float. Divide float. Okay, connected as the divisor. Add pin. Alright guys, I think I shouldn't have added the pin. Let's go ahead and drag it again. Go with something like divide. Excuse me guys, there we go. How do you set it as a divisor? Okay, pull off current health type. So I pulled on the type. Wait, that was max health. My bad, guys. Let's exit that. Go with current health. Let's go with something like divide. Okay. Okay, current health divide float node. Connect max health as the divisor. Connect max health. Okay, how do I connect max health as the divisor? So I pulled a node, so let's go all the way here, get some /chat back here. Okay, let's say something like, let's zoom in a bit, let's say something like sensei. So I pulled off, actually I pulled off a node from my current health and typed divide and added the divide to my graph. Okay, but I did not understand the next part. Okay, let's see the next part. Okay, listen people, step by step now love. Divide output node, return node. Drag a wire from divide node's output pin, connect it to the return node. Wait, you did the hard part, dividing current health. Wait, I didn't actually divide. I didn't divide my current health with my max health. I just pulled a node out of my current health, which is called the divide node. Okay, so what was the other part? Okay, connect max health. This part, connect max health as the divisor. Go ahead and paste it. Let's go with something like connect max health as the divisor. I didn't understand that part. Okay, let's see, bro. You're not celebrating New Year's? Honestly, I feel like my birthday is coming soon, but guys, I won't even be celebrating my birthday. Like, I like rarely feel like celebrating any kind of festival type stuff. That's it. I feel like I am having a blast actually trying to figure this part out. That's it. Now I see where you're getting lost, people. Listen carefully. This is the basic math, but blueprint style, and you must understand or your brain will never move. What divide current health by max health means in blueprints. You already have the divide float node good. This has two inputs. A, numerator. You want to divide. B, denominator. What you divide? Advance happy birthday, bro. Honestly, I appreciate you, Royal. That actually means the world to me, guys. My birthday isn't, it's on the January 5th, which is like in about 6 days now. That's the current health divided by max health. Drag current health. Okay, to A, drag max health. Okay, next step, take the output of divide node. Okay, did I understand this part wrong? Pull off current health divide. Loading point node, connect max health as the divisor. How do I connect max health as the divisor? Can I connect? Oh wait, I think I see. There. It's not connected. Return value doubled. This is going to be a pin. I can pull that pin off. Okay, I can't go with a divisor here. Something is not correct. Add pin. A and B. Add pin. What pin? Can I connect this pin here? Is that divisor? I added a pin A and B. A current health, B pin. Division, floating point. Okay, I think it is correct. And then let's see the next part. So the next part is, once I'm done with that, take the output of that divide, connect it to the return node. Okay, connect it to the return node, take the output. I'm assuming this is output. Take it to the return node. I think I see. This looks kind of fancy. Okay, let's go all the way up here. Let's see something like sensei. I think that I did it. I created a pin and set my max HP to my current HP. Okay, stop. You cannot just set max HP to current HP. That's not dividing. That's just line engine. How to fix. Example. Okay, or divide node, drag max health. Guys, I think I gotta like blow my nose real quick. So let's see. Maybe I'm gonna blow it after I'm done with this because I feel it's really congested now. Okay, that's it. Let me say something like, can I try to run the code question mark? Okay, let's see. I might try it real quick. Let's go all the way up here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit compile. Okay, perfect. Let's go here. Let's hit Control Alt F11. Let me go all the way there. Let's hit Control Alt F11 real quick to compile my code. Okay, let's see what happens. It said result success. Okay, do I see my UI anywhere? So I actually don't. Maybe I'm gonna go all the way here till my this thing here. Let's go with something like Control Shift S and then copy this part. Let me go ahead. Alright guys, let's go ahead and do something like no things, microphone off. Okay, actually Windows Shift S. Guys, I gotta like blow my nose really bad. Let's go ahead and take a screenshot of this part. Okay, maybe I go ahead and extend this, decrease the size. There we go. Then increase it from there. Okay, guys, I want to blow my nose really bad. I should actually blow it real quick. So, but before that, let's get some /ChatGPT up here. Let's go ahead and paste this. Okay, there. How do you paste an image again? Let's go ahead and copy that image. Let's go ahead and paste it here. There we go. Let's say something like, let's say, this is what it looks like. Okay, guys, give me a sec. While Sensei is actually replying, let me go ahead and first get my chat up here. Let's get my first chat, second chat. Then let's go up here. Wait, your max health should go to second pin. Okay, you pulled a max health. How to fix drag of current pin, divide float, current health divided by max health, A divided by B. Your max health should go to the second pin. Let me try that real quick. Max health, this is my second pin here, right? This is A divided by D. That should be A, right? Okay, let's go up here and see. Drag off current health bar type, divide float. Select divide node, connect max health. So this is referee. Connect max health into B, the divide node denominator. Guys, I gotta blow my nose really bad. Connect the divide nodes as output. Divide nodes as output, return value. I see. Okay. This should be B. So your max health should go to the second pin. That is first pin, that is second pin. This is C. From where did C come? That is return value. Oh, B. Hold on, guys. Whoops, let's go with Control Z real quick. Hold on, guys. Let me go ahead and remove this. Let's remove that pin. Second pin. A divided by B. Let's go ahead and hit something like compile. Go to Untitled. Hit Control Alt F11 real quick. That is A divided by B divided by C. Your max health is in third pin. Oh, I see. Okay, now will I be seeing something in my window? Okay, let's go all the way up here. Maybe I go to something like my content drawer. Do I need to drag and drop? I cannot drag and drop. Okay, I did do that stuff. Am I expecting to see it in my window now? Let's get some /ChatGPT. Let's say something like, I fixed it, exclamation. Now, should I run the code question mark or where / how do I see it? Okay, let's see. Yes, fine people, now we're ready to see some action, but hold up, you still need to spawn the widget and connect it. Connect mage ref in C++. Right now your UMG is set up perfectly. Your binding is correct, but the widget is not in the game yet. New chat, guys, this is why I don't like sending pictures. Your UMG is set up perfectly. Unreal won't stop. Step 1, open your mage.c++ or whatever you have. Add this in the begin play. Gonna go ahead and copy that. Okay, and then declare this in your mage's header files. Where does this go? Declare the widget class. Step 3, assign the widget in the blueprint. Select your mage blueprint. In details health bar, select WBP health bar. Okay, I see. Wait, did it say I gotta go ahead and create a class for this? So mage.c++. Wait, let's get this here real quick. I'm going to go to my mage.cpp. Okay, and then under my begin play, this is mage.header files. This is mage.c++. Under my begin play, I'm going to paste this health bar widget class. So it says something like, so let me just decrease this, guys. This is why I don't like to send pictures, because like I run out of my conversation time really quick. Open your mage.cpp or wherever you want to spawn the UI. Wherever I want to spawn the UI, begin play is fine. Add this in the begin play. If health bar class, okay, maybe I go ahead and get this chat back up here. Guys, I guess we're going with a new chat. So let's go all the way there. Let's go here. Extend this. I'm gonna go down. Copy. Wait, can I copy the whole chat? Guys, that's gonna be kind of funny. Let's copy this. Get a new chat up here. How do you add a new chat? Maybe I zoom in a bit. There. Let's go with something like new chat. I'm gonna go ahead and close that. Let's paste this here. Whoops. Let's go ahead and paste this. Go with enter and say something like this and say, I ran out of conversation. Can you take over ? Okay, let's see. We were in the part where I needed to add something to my begin play of my mage.cpp. Okay, let's go with something like cpp. That said, I see a red underline. Did I need to include something ? Okay, let's see. Okay, listen, people. Let's scroll down. There we go. Okay, listen, people. You're on the final stretch before this bar is alive in game. Here's what you need to do next, step by step. No shortcuts. Open your mage. Super begin play. Okay, so I gotta go ahead and copy this. Okay, let's copy that part. Declare this in the header files. Okay, so I'm assuming it doesn't work because I didn't declare the stuff in my header files. Let's copy this and then let's declare this in my header file. But where do I gotta declare it? Let's paste this here. Let's say where to declare this ? Okay, under my UI section. Okay, exactly, people. You want your mage.h, so under my UI. Okay, but let's actually check that real quick. So under my UI section, I go ahead and do that. Okay, let's copy that. Go here. And under my UI section, guys, give me a sec. Let me blow my nose real quick. Let me actually go to my burn back screen. Already mic testing. Guys, I couldn't find like a napkin. I gotta go to my restroom and then blow my nose there, I guess. Okay, that's it. Let's go back to my C++. Now this should be working. So I see something like create widget. So let's hit Control S to save the code. Now here's the thing. I still see red underlines here. Okay, let's go with Control A, Control C, copy that. Let's go ahead and paste this here. Okay, go with Shift Enter, go here, go to my header files, go with Control A, Control C, copy that. Excuse me, guys, here's the thing. I see a few red underlines. Let's paste this here, go with Shift Enter and say something like Sensei. I see a few red underlines. Let's go with something like red underline and a purple underline in my T subclass. Okay, let's go with something like class. Okay, perfect. Let's see. People, focus. Those red underlines. Okay, hold up, guys. I think I can like hardly talk with this. Let me actually go to my bird back screen and upload my nose and bird back. Already mic testing, mic testing. Okay, perfect, guys. I feel like it feels like so good now. I feel I can finally breathe type stuff. That's it. Now let's read this part. People focus. Those red and purple underlines are clank screaming at you because something is missing or mismatched. Let's debug this slowly. T class, okay, so WBP, you unveil WBP health bar class widget. Red underline usually means the health bar is unknown to the header. You need to forward declaration on include file. Okay, hashtag include. Okay, wait, let's try this. Let's copy this because I'm pretty sure I gotta include something. Let's go ahead and paste that. Now, here's the thing. Guys, I hate these food flies. Let's do something like Control S. Okay, let's just go ahead and like just shrug it off. Okay, let's see. If I go ahead and include that, I see no more red underlines here, but I see this part. So there we go. It's all gone. All I had to do was include my blueprint class. Okay, perfect. Let's say something like done. I want to see what happens if I run it. Okay, let's say something like done, exclamation. The underlines are gone. Now, should I run the code question mark? Okay, run it. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and get my Unreal Engine here. It's something like Control Alt F11. Wait for it to compile. Okay. It says build failed. I get this error and it says build failed. Let's copy that part. Get some /chatgp up here. It's pasted, guys. All I need to do is get it to work once, then I'm going to understand how to actually work on it. Let's something like Sensei. I get this error. Okay, well, Sensei seeing what error, maybe I go ahead and just eat something real quick. Can't see my widget class. Okay, make sure you have a C++ class, okay? I do not have a blueprint class though. Oops, let's just go ahead and chunk slice. Okay, I do not have T subclass blueprints. Make sure you have a C++ blueprint class. I do not. Let's copy that. Let's paste it here. Let's say something like Sensei. I do not question mark. I just guys, I hate these food flies. Like I have my meal here. I didn't like eat it for so long. Okay, I do not. I just went to my content. Guys, I should not be getting food where I actually work type stuff. Okay, I just went to my content drawer and created a WBP. Okay, blueprint. Let's go with WBP underscore health bar. Okay, so I see it in my content drawer, but I don't think I actually created a class to get its .h and .cpp file. Okay, how to do that question mark? Okay, let's see. Maybe let me just go ahead and prep that. Okay, this is important. Your health bar is a UI widget. Name it WBP health bar. Okay, must match what you wrote. Okay, click create class. Unreal will create generated blueprints and header files. So let's get this in my other window real quick. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just exit that real quick. Okay, let's go up here to my files. Okay, so after I go to files, let me just decrease the size here. There we go. Let's scroll all the way down. So it says go to file, new class. Wait, I think Sensei meant tools. Go to tools, go to new class, choose user widget. Let's go with something like user widget. Okay, user widget. WID. There we go. Okay, and then go ahead and click next. Name it WBP underscore health bar. Must exactly match my name. So let's go ahead and name it this. Click create class. Okay, it generates a class. It did generate a class. Okay, let's get some slash chat GPT back up here. Let's see. I actually it did generate a class. So let me say something like, Sensei, I generated a class. Now what should I do? Question mark. Okay, let's go ahead and reload all. I got my .c++ file and my .header file. Okay, whoops. So there we go. Okay, add a reference to your mage. So, excuse me guys, open your new mage's header files. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this. Let's go to the H, go with Control A, Control V. Let's paste that here. Wait, did I paste the wrong thing? Hold up guys. This does not look that small. Let's copy, go with something like Control A, Control V. Okay, I think it was correct. And then in my C++ file, I gotta go ahead and include these things. Let's go up here, include this. Gonna go ahead and remove that. Nothing else will hook UI elements later. I see. Okay, and then let's go ahead and open this. Now go back to your blueprint WBP. In the content browser, open class settings, parent class. Select your new UBP health bar C++ class. Class settings, parent class. So let me get this in the other window real quick. Decrease the sound. Okay, let's open my Unreal Engine. Okay, so it says now go back to your blueprint. So your WBP health bar content drawer. Okay, right click, I'm assuming. Open it. Oh, I gotta open it. Okay, and then parent class, class settings. Where do I find class settings? Maybe I go ahead and extend it. In my designer, do I see class settings? Let's go with something like class. I do not see class settings here. Class. I do not see class settings there as well. Where is the class settings? Open it. So open it. And then class settings. Guess what I started studying? First step into making a new habit. That actually sounds kind of cool. Good luck with it, Lil C's. That actually sounds pretty good. Let me know how it goes. Okay, that's sad. Guys, I feel like the New Year's resolution, like what do we do in New Year's? We're gonna be doing that we're gonna be doing that every single year type stuff. That's sad. Let's see. Okay, so in my content browser, okay, class settings. WBP class, open it, class settings. When I open it, I do not see class settings. Do you guys see class settings somewhere? Should I be in graph or like where? Oh, I see class settings. There we go. Okay, in my class settings, I gotta go to parent class. Okay, it's set to user widget. Select your new UWBP, WBP, vparent blueprints. I don't see, okay, I don't see UWBP health bar. 365 days study routine. That actually sounds kind of cool. Okay, so in my parent class, I did not see a UWBP health bar. Let me get Sensei slash chat GPT up here. Okay, let's go ahead and extend this from here. Maybe extend it a bit from here as well. Let's say something like Sensei. In my parent class, I do not see the UWBP. Okay, UWBP health bar underscore health bar. UWBP underscore health bar. I see what's going on. This is a class versus blueprint issue. Listen closely. You don't see UWP health bar in parent class inside the blueprint because Unreal only shows C++ classes that are compiled and recognized. Did I compile it? I did not compile it. Let's hit something like Control S to save the code. Control S to save the code. WBP health bar dot generated. Health bar dot generated H. I see a red underline there. That's Pragma 1. WBP health bar. This spelling is wrong. If I were to go to my untitled, go to output logs real quick. I mean, there we go. So it's WBP underscore health bar. It's WBP underscore health bar. Let's go ahead and exit that. health bar. Everything is correct. I see a red underline in my WBP health bar. Okay, generated body. Okay, let's see. I want to see the error that I get. Okay, make sure your C++ class is saved in Visual Studio. Build your project in Visual Studio, not just Unreal. You must see build succeed, otherwise Unreal won't class, okay? Let me say something like Sensei. In my hashtag include WBP underscore health bar, I see a red underline. Okay, let's see why. I see the problem, people. This is a /forward declaration issue. Listen closely. If you just generate the WBP health bar C++ class, you need to make sure your include points to the right header file and Unreal knows where it is. Here's the checklist. Make sure your headers exist. UBP health bar.h. Okay, that exists. It should be in your source my project that exists included properly in your mage.h or mage.cpp. Let's go ahead and copy that. Hiding Ryan, I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, let's go here. In my mage.cpp, let's paste it here. Include uwbp underscore healthbar.h. Okay. Now I can go ahead and use it here, and I can go ahead and use it here as well. That fixed. Okay, it looks like that fixed the issue here. Let's hit something like Control S. Okay, let's go ahead and build it. I'm going to go ahead and rebuild my solution. Let's wait for it to build. While it's rebuilding, I might actually eat something. Let's get that there. Okay, it is going to be saying build failed. Okay, so this is what I get when I try rebuilding my solution. Let's go ahead and copy that. Okay, get sensei/chatgpt up here. Let's go ahead and paste this. Now, let's go ahead and go with, let's go all the way down here. Let's go with something like shift enter and say something like sensei. This is the error that I get when I rebuild my solution. Okay, I see what happened. This is a classic file is used. Bullshit, Unreal is trying to delete a temp file during the rebuild, Windows locking it. And, here's what you must do. Close Unreal Editor completely, go to Visual Studio and close all tabs that have Unreal header files open in your project folder. Navigate it. Okay guys, I feel like I might actually try this off stream using tutorials because I feel like ChatGPT is actually not in the right track here. Okay, might be kind of wrong. Even though it is correct, I might not understand it. I might want to watch a tutorial. So let me say something like sensei. I might actually watch a tutorial and still let's go with tutorial and read some docs to understand this off stream because of copyright. Okay, that said, is there anything that you want to say to the viewers before I end the stream? Question mark. Guys, I feel like it'd be much more useful if I like actually watch or have a reference. I was supposed to watch a tutorial and read docs on this yesterday, but yesterday since it was almost near to, I had to like do a lot of work and all that stuff. That's listen up, people viewers. Before we wrap the stream, remember this: every mistake you think is a failure is really a step closer to mastery. Vivek isn't just learning C++, he's fighting it, breaking it, and turning it into power. And you, watch, learn, and never settle for easy stream ends, but the grind doesn't. Keep pushing, keep breaking, keep fixing. Now go watch some tutorials, read some docs, and come back hungry because next stream we're slapping that health bar into the game for real. I'll even give you a virtual high five for sticking it out. Okay. That's it, let's go to my OBS. Now, let's go to my main camera. Alright guys, so basically that was pretty much it for the stream. I did want to stream for longer, but then I feel it's going to be much more useful if I watch like a few videos on this and like read some docs on this. That said, if you guys did enjoy this stream, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, like, yeah, for my algorithm, sharing makes you smile, and subscribe makes like it here on top. That's it, guys. I just start multi stream on Twitch, Kick, YouTube. I will start multi streaming on TikTok and Instagram as well if I did meet the followers requirement. So if you guys do enjoy my content and haven't followed me there, make sure to follow me there. The link will be in the description, and also join the Discord server. That's where I usually talk to you guys, chat with you guys, or give you guys my roadmap. The link is in the description as well. And belated Happy New Year to you guys. For me, it's going to be New Year's like in about 7-ish hours. That said, I'll catch you guys in the next live stream or video. Peace.